The Russian writer Anton Chekhov tells in one of his short stories, through the voice of one of his characters. The protagonist says, 40 years ago, when I was 15, I found on the street a 10-ruble note, the Russian currency. From the moment I found it, I was overjoyed. Since that day, I never lifted my eyes from the ground, and now, after 40 years, I can tally the total of what I've found in my life, just like millionaires do. For 40 years, I've been looking down after finding that note, counting what I picked up. So far, I've found 1,500 pins, 7,000 buttons, 15 coins, some banknotes, a hunched back, and a miserable life. Of course, there's luck. Sometimes you might find a bag with $1 million or a treasure under the house, or run into Mr. Mohammed Ramadan, who pulls money from a bag and places it in your lap. That's rare, very unlikely. But imagine someone walking the streets, perhaps running into Mohammed Ramadan's fortune, losing a lifetime while wandering, then later counting his gains in the streets he walked without ever seeing the treasure or meeting Ramadan. Yes, there's luck, and some are fortunate. But those who build the walls of their life on pillars of luck, they are fools, absolutely foolish. Take Mohamed Salah, for example. You all know him. What is the secret to Mohamed Salah's success? Why do you see him as successful? What is the reason for his development, his distinction, his achievement? He trains a lot. Most professional players in Europe are professionals. But the secret, what makes him succeed and keep his position for so many years despite potential setbacks, is what separates him from the ordinary. Success could have been just luck, but especially for Arabs, and Egyptians in particular, when we achieve something small, we forget and celebrate for life. Mohamed Salah once said that he asked Arsène Wenger, the legendary coach, in his first year at Liverpool, he asked, "What distinguishes an ordinary player from an extraordinary one?" Wenger replied with utmost importance, "The exceptional player never loses focus even until the final whistle. He always concentrates on the match's flow even if his performance isn't great. Why? Because in a single moment, perhaps just 1 minute even if the match is off, it could be your chance to change the game in favor of your team, and you become the number one star. One definition of real luck is this: luck is the meeting of a good opportunity with proper preparation. If the opportunity arises and someone is ready, they seize it. Otherwise, opportunities knock every day while we sleep, crying inside. You might say, but sometimes opportunities come to those unprepared. Yes, of course it happens, and many waste it. In one of the most famous surveys in America about people who suddenly became wealthy, studies showed that the vast majority wasted the money on trivial things and returned to poverty. Meanwhile, the fascinating paradox is that many business people who went bankrupt, say in the stock market, returned to wealth, some even multiplying their loss, while others recovered without gaining more, but eventually succeeded again. The truth is, my message in this video, and I don't want to distract you, is this: don't let sudden windfalls govern your life. Remember those who found money and spent their lives waiting for more? That's not the norm. You might stumble upon 200 pounds, but that's just luck. It's not a sustainable strategy. Perhaps a trend will come. A golden opportunity may appear, or you may start a project that succeeds spectacularly. You might see someone's brand, someone's restaurant, and think, oh, they're lucky. But it's not like that at all. Do not wait for trends or luck to strike. Even if you close your eyes, if your life isn't optimal, if your day is off and circumstances are harsh, There's a principle in management. When external matters become complicated, always focus intensely inward to strengthen yourself so you can adapt to the difficult situation. Work diligently. Do not lose focus because rare opportunities require concentration. By the way, this is not a self-help speech nor moral preaching blaming the individual. This is a rational approach. Look at the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Consider the gains he achieved on earth during the 12 years in Mecca. They were limited and modest. He faced immense psychological pressure, tribal pressure, security challenges, and constant demands to defend the few companions he had and respond to accusations. The mental strain was extreme, exhausting, and suffocating. Did the prophet lose focus? Despite everything, he could speak about religion to anyone he met with the same zeal, even 1,000 times a day. That's why he is our role model. His approach demonstrates focus and patience in seizing the right opportunity. Similarly, the prophet invested every moment strategically, gradually conveying his message to the Najashi. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more wisdom. This is your uncle, always here to share a story with you. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious,